Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I never thought I would see a chainsaw in this game. I don't know why it's called the forest, makes sense with a chainsaw, but if you didn't know, there has been an update. And as soon as I found that there was a new weapon in the game, you guys know me. I went and looked for that thing like it was a treasure hunt. Now, I've got to tell you guys that I didn't find this thing straight away. I actually found the jerry cans, which weren't in this cave. I'll take you guys to another one where you can get possibly more fuel if you actually find the weapon. And I'll show you the entrance to the cave as well so you can find the location. But once I found the jerry cans, the first thing that came to mind was either a generator that we could use, and then when I actually thought about it, it was a weapon. I thought it was going to be a flamethrower. But then when you hover over the jerry can, it gives it away. Can be used to fill a chainsaw. So I knew exactly what I was looking for before I even found the thing. But I've got to say, guys, I'm not disappointed. I actually think it's really cool that they've put something like this in the forest. It needs stuff like this. Now, there's going to be people that do like it and don't like it. I'm just giving you guys my opinion. I think this is really cool and I cannot wait to use it. If anything, it's going to even the odds a little bit against the cannibals and mutants, which are now everywhere above ground. So, let me get up top. Is there anything else that I missed? I'm just going to do one last check. That's a helmet. There were actually 3 jerry cans down here. There was one in the corner, one there, and one over this side. Again, might not be the same for you guys, but that's where I found it. Alright, I think we're looking pretty good. And look at this set too. Like this thing, shining on the tent, and what looks like some kind of massacre that's gone down, right next to the weapon. It kind of tells a story in itself. Alright, let's get out of this place. So, if you guys don't know where this is, it's the cave entrance pretty much right next to where I'm building right now, next to Goose Lake. It's not the cave entrance immediately next to it, but it is close. Now, before we talk about where this is, I want to show you guys a couple of things that have come in the update. There wasn't too much. There was a lot of optimization, a lot of it, which is a good sign for the game. It's something I've been talking about for quite some time. But the small touches that they're putting on the game, it's kind of making the forest evolve, giving it its own character. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. They've upgraded or updated the UI, or a type of the UI. It says here, updated breath bar sprite with new design. Now, I don't know if you guys remember the old one, but this is the new one. You guys see that blue bar? See how it's kind of eroded away? I like those small touches in the forest. It kind of gives it its own unique feel. Not just a generic air bar or, you know, a straight line like most other games have. And that's what I've been saying for so long. So I'm kind of glad that they're making these changes to the game. Also, like I just touched on, there is a lot of optimization. I've been talking about that for quite some time. Before this game goes out, like with the servers fully functional and stuff like that, you know, before they can say their game is finished, they need to take a hard look at optimization, because even to this day, I see a bunch of you guys let me know how you can run the game, or struggling and asking for advice on how you can run the game. That's pretty much down to optimization. So they're going in the right direction, which is a cool sign from Endnight that they are definitely taking the game the right way. Now, there's a few things that I've found which were originally planned for this episode, but I don't think I'm going to get a chance to show you guys because, I mean, let's face it, who doesn't want to play with a chainsaw? So that's what we're going to do. Now, this is a pretty long climb, so let's get it done. Now, before I actually found the weapon, I actually stumbled through a couple of caves. Obviously, I didn't know which cave the weapon was in. So I found a few things that you guys might not know about, and because I've been keeping such a low profile in the forest, I haven't necessarily been through all the caves and checked out anything that's changed. Maybe things that have been disturbed by the cannibals, but we're going to do that today. And not to mention, I actually discovered something in a stream, and I don't really know exactly what it was. So again, if we get time today, I'm definitely going to check that out. But we are now at the surface, and it's now daytime too. It was nighttime when I came down here, so. But if you guys want to know exactly where the cave entrance is, it's this one. The sinkhole is right behind it, and kind of in between the snow biome and Goose Lake, it's this one right here. I'll probably put a map up on the screen so you guys can see exactly where it is, because it's been so long, obviously, with all the cave names and stuff and numbers, I'll probably forget it, but that is the cave. Alright, knowing my chances now, I'm probably not going to see a cannibal. As you guys already know, I want to test this thing out on the cannibals to see how effective it is. I want to check it out on a tree. I want to see how quickly it chops these things down. And one thing, I haven't tried the the chainsaw yet, so I actually have no idea what's going on with this. Also, I just want to give you guys a quick heads up. It's really early in the morning right now, and my throat is killing me, guys. So if I sound a little bit different, that's why. I do need some more of this, though. So give me those computer chips. Alright, the cave I want to get to is just at the top. And if I remember right, they changed this a couple of updates ago where you can't scale pretty much vertical rocks now by just spamming the spacebar. But yeah, okay, there's a little route there. Alright. I'm not going to go to them. I'm not going to stay away from them. I don't want to show you what's over that side of the map, because we're going to end over there. Alright, can I put you... I can't put it on the map, so it doesn't look like I can equip it to the backpack. Do I really want to catch them praying? You know what? I need to thin the numbers. Here we go. Okay. This thing is insane. It doesn't deal out as much damage as I would have thought it should have done. But if you get a couple of cannibals in a row with this, let me put this away so you guys can actually hear what I'm saying. If you guys get a couple of cannibals in a row with this, you can deal out some serious damage. There's actually quite a few cannibals here. I don't really want to attract attention to this area. I've not seen one of those ones in a while. This is the different cannibal I was telling you about. The different factions. These guys don't normally travel around with the new breed. Could probably use that bird for some more feathers. Alright, you know what? Let's just throw them off our scent for a little bit. They're actually quite pissed too. They really want to take me down. I'm not surprised. Just took a chainsaw to like 5 of them. I'm actually going to block the entrance to the cave I want to go down. I'm just waiting to see if there's any effects from the chainsaw. That's why I'm staring at them. I want to see if it, gives them a bleed out or something like that. Which, if it doesn't, I think it would be really cool. Like the poison arrows have the delayed effect, and it slows them down. Maybe a bleed effect on the cannibals could be kind of cool. But I did think that the chainsaw would be a lot more powerful than what we've just seen. I mean, I was really drilling those guys with that thing. I did not let off the gas. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but there is a gas limiter on the bottom there. The brand new UI, you can see that one's eroded too. I'm going to try and keep it there, so you guys can see it, just at the bottom of the screen. So that's how much fuel you've got left in this thing. So the fuel is precious at the chainsaw. Alright, let's just get inside. I wanted to show you guys this, and then kind of get your thoughts on it, because I don't know if it's come in this update or a previous one. Like I say, I've been keeping a low profile. So I'll be back with you guys in a second when I get a little deeper into the cave. Okay guys, so we're back. Now, just in case you guys are thinking of coming down the same route, just make sure you come prepared, because there is a lot of cannibals up there, and they are backed by a Virginia. I don't know how she got down here. Maybe she just wormed her way down, trying to get away from the surface, but there is a Virginia up there with a huge amount of cannibals. Now, you guys are going to recognize this place. It's because it's where the big boy lives. And I was just down here collecting supplies, and I did find something which I found pretty odd. Trying to listen out, see if I can get any audio cues, see if anything's down here. There's that weird noise as usual, but I'm not hearing anything from the fat man. Okay, doesn't look like anybody's home. But what I wanted to show you guys was here. It was right next to a red paint bucket, which I've just picked up, and it was here on the floor. And I'll show you guys exactly what it was, because I've never seen this before. If we go to notes, all the way across to the right, it was this. Don't be afraid, just believe. Now, I don't know what that is in the background. Maybe some kind of passage from something. Some strange noises coming from down this cave that I've never heard before. Maybe the big boy is still here. No, I'm not seeing anything. But that's why I wanted to show you guys. I just found it there on the floor. Now, I don't know where that's come from. I just know I've never seen this before. Don't be afraid. Just believe. I have no idea who left it there either. But just another clue to this weird place. Now, you guys may have noticed something while I was flicking through the notes. I'm just going to be on alert here just in case anything decides to sneak up on me while we're down deep in the cave system. Alright, I'm pretty sure I don't need anything from this. This is just flares and stuff. I can leave that here and come back for it another day. Is there anything in this? I don't really want to go in the water either because I've got the red paint on. No, just the body there. But you guys may have noticed something in the notes section of the diary then, and that was the other thing that I wanted to show you guys. In actual fact, we found it in a live stream, and I had no idea what it was. I'd never seen it before. Again, I don't know if it's from an update, but I want to take a look at it with you guys on camera so we can take a look at it together and then maybe either decipher something from it or take a look at maybe something that's coming in the future, giving a clue to us. These poor guys. They're scattered all over the cave systems. This is the way I came in last time, so there shouldn't be any cannibals up top. Which again was new. I'm going to take one of these. I need all the chips I can get. Alright, there is a little camp here that I can use just to take a second. Throw the fire on. There's a computer there too. Alright, so let's take a look at this. If we go back to notes and go this way, what is this? This is the restraining order. And if you want to know where this is found, it's in the opposite cave. The cave that we went down to get the chainsaw, it's the one directly opposite, as if you're going to the snow biome, where you find the modern axe. It was right next to that, and I have no idea or recollection of where this has come from. But it's a restraining order of something. Family court. Maybe this is trying to tell Jessica Cross, Matthew Cross. Does it say anything about Timmy in this? Because if I remember right, wasn't Jessica... You see, the pieces of the puzzle are there. There's a lot of stuff that people have kind of put the puzzle together with. But I still think there's a lot more going on in this place. And you guys might think I'm making more of it, but I honestly think there is more going on. More of the story to be revealed. TV star wife dies. Tragic accident exposed. And then we've got the restraining order here. Maybe for custody of Timmy or something? I mean, enclosed in this? Don't be afraid, just believe. I just wanted you guys to see that, because when I've come across it, I had no idea where I'd got it from. Okay, so this is the plan. We're going to take on some food, then go up to the surface and see how the chainsaw does with the trees, and hopefully it'll help us along the way with building stuff, so I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so I made it out of the cave system, and as you guys can hear, there's a couple of cannibals behind me, and the only reason why they're not attacking is because I've got the red paint on. I don't know if you guys can see that in the distance. That is a cowman. There's a couple more cannibals there, which I'm not worried about. Oh shit, that's a blue Virginia. That's a much more powerful version of the ones we used to know. So we've got mutants crawling around where we want to live. I don't think the red paint's going to have much of a difference on the mutants. I'm going to try and keep an eye on this. Where are you going, Virginia? But you can see this. Look, we've got the cannibals. Wait. Why are you attacking me now? Oh, shit. Time to go. Really wanted to show you guys this in all of its glory, but I don't think I'm going to get time to. There's just too many of them. Just caught one of them over there in the noose trap. I can hear another cow, man. Come this way around. If I can catch another one of you guys, that's just one less to worry about. Come this way. You see, some of them it kind of fools, and then others it doesn't. Oh, there's the big boy. Looks like Virginia's gone for backup. But this is what I wanted to show you all. This is what I've been working on while I've been trying to keep a low profile. And it's probably not the lowest of profiles, like in the middle of Goose Lake, and how big still freaks me out, that noise they make. And how big the structure is, but I kind of just went with it. I wanted different routes to different places. I want to implement the actual kind of structures that are already in Goose Lake, those weird towers. I want to link them all together to make a huge base around this area. But when I say huge, again, I want to try and keep it low profile. I don't want to go stupidly big with it. But I don't know. The more I look at this, the more I kind of think that I want a tower, just for different levels. I'll actually show you guys the front of it so you can get a feel for what it's going to look like. Been playing around with a few different designs too. Stuff that I wouldn't normally play with. Did that take the paint off? No. So if I can jump to this boat without getting wet. There we go. So this is the front of the house. And it's kind of a 2-for-1 deal over at Goose Lake. Like, you're right in the middle of water, which you know the cannibals don't really want to be going in, but you don't know if they will. So it's an uncertain safety, but it's I'll take it. It's better than being right in the middle of the forest at the mercy of anything that comes across your path in the night. But this is the entrance. Not done too much on the inside. Still playing around with the furniture and stuff and where I want everything. This is just kind of the makeshift firing after a crocodile killed. Again, just playing around with certain stuff. This is just another exit point, and that exit point actually doubles up into one where you can escape from the second level above. I'll show you guys. So if we go up one more level, we got this too. If I want to take a few shots at the cannibals with the bow and arrow, I can do from this point. I'm thinking that I want to go up one more level though and kind of implement this in some way. But I don't know yet. Still got to play around with the ideas. This though is my favourite spot. Just this kind of balcony area. No worries about looking where the cannibals are. Just listening to the waterfall. Just taking everything in, collect my thoughts, maybe have some breakfast. A little bit of normality is good in a place like this. Alright, let's test out this. Wait, what's that? Is that a fire cannibal? Really got to keep my eye out for those, because if they start throwing shit towards this way, it's going to burn the whole thing down. Alright, I'm going to loop around this way. And we're going to grab the chainsaw and see what it does to the trees. Actually, I want to see what it does to these ones. Probably going to attract a lot of attention with the noise. That's so cool. It's got its own little animation too. I didn't think it would have that. I just thought it would do this and take the trees down. What about the big ones? There's one right there. You can kind of see that I've been trying to let the trees regrow, but certain places it's just unavoidable. I've been trying to pick from different spots. Is this the big one? Yeah, this is the big one. Alright, let's try it. That is so cool. And it kind of works out. It's really well balanced too. Like in terms of the game mechanics, I mean, with something like this, you would imagine that you could go through a lot of trees, which you probably can, but you saw how much fuel this thing used then. So you got to balance it well enough to know that once you use it, it's gone, unless you can find some more fuel for the chainsaw. But I like this. This is going to help. And I've got another weapon to fight them off with. I'm just going to go back and see if they're in the same position. If they are, I'm going to put up a little bit of a fight. Don't want them getting too close to this place. I think I actually caught one in the noose trap. I don't know if it's going to be free by now, though. She's still there. Nothing in this one. There is one in this one. Alright, I think one of them's caught the scent. There we go. Let's see if he challenges me now. You gonna back off, or you gonna throw a swing? Now, he's not one of the new breed, but he is one of the old ones. So he's gonna be clever. He's gonna know he don't want to get too close to me in this situation, especially being on his own. Unless he wants to test himself. Alright, let's put you down. These guys can really take a beating. Much more than they used to. Alright, I'm going to take him. I'm going to need the bones. Took a couple of good licks before when I first got that chainsaw. I definitely noticed too. They hit a lot harder than they used to. Let me reset this trap. Been doing pretty well, that thing. It's taken out a fair few of them. And they do use this point quite a lot. Actually, it was by pure accident that I managed just to place these traps where I did. I just put them in semi-strategic positions to kind of close off any space where they could get and surround the actual base. What the fuck are they doing over there? Are they messing with the trap? I'll put you down. What are you doing? That is a fire cannibal. I thought for a second it wasn't, but it is. Alright, we need to take him out. Fight fire with fire. You would think that this wouldn't hurt him as much, but it does the same to him as it does to everything else. Go for the head. And then that fire's going to burn you too. If you guys didn't know, in the update, I think they did correct the trajectory of where the arrows go, and as well as lining up some audio tweaks for the bow and arrow too. There's actually quite a lot of them there. I don't want to get tangled with them. The range that cannibal has with those tennis balls is insane. Cannibal did me a favor then. Why is he? Do you see that? He kind of threw this one over at his own kind. He can duck my shot. He's down. He's my friend from before. Forgot they could do that. Wait. This is so weird. I don't know if they're doing this because of the red paint or if it's because they know they've met their match. The new breed definitely don't do this. Kind of almost feel sorry for them when they do it, but I'm going to be a threat. And you've just taken down my last piece of armor, so I definitely need to take you back. All those arrows giving me back. One more down. Why are you acting like you're on fire? What is that cannibal doing? Let's pour her out of her misery. She's doing it again. Give me the arrows back. Take her down. Okay, so just finished collecting the bones from the bodies, but now I wanted to test something else. Now this is going to look a little bit gruesome, but this is a chainsaw. So, can we take parts off quicker than with the swords and stuff? Let's try it. Holy shit. It looks so gruesome, but it's so cool. parts, they do. I don't know if that's quicker or not, but it definitely looks cooler. I don't know, maybe I'm going to have another play with this thing. It's definitely going to help out when I go deep into the forest looking for either supplies or maybe just different things, maybe more clues and stuff. But let me know what you guys think about that stuff that we found in the notes section. I'm definitely interested to find out where this has come from. Maybe from a previous update or something. Don't be afraid, just believe. I'm pretty sure I'm thinking that I've never seen this before. And the same for this too, the restraining order. Is this just part of the storyline, something that we would put together as a puzzle? I don't know, guys. But I do want to know what you guys think of the chainsaw, because to be 1000% honest with you all, I actually thought it was going to be a flamethrower. When I put 2 and 2 together and I thought it was a weapon, or when I realized that it was a new weapon in the update, I actually thought it was going to be some kind of flamethrower, something that we could put together with things that were left back on the island, which would be kind of cool too. I mean, I don't know. I'm all for Endnight, like adding things that we can customize. Almost like in a post-apocalyptic world, you would use whatever you could find to fashion weapons. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm really happy with this thing, and I'm definitely going to have more fun with it. So I guess, guys, for now, I'm going to end it here. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. And I'll see you all in the next one.